Garcia, voice of the people. Zee Garcia, voice of the people. Zee can be a little polemic. He stings like the 8th outbreaking pandemic. Zee's got flavor in his top 100 games.
Lights, shower.
Zee Garcia.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my top 100 games of all time.
I'm so excited,
The
top 20!
best top 100. The
not.
second best top 100. Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. The third best
Well, I don't claim that.
top 100 games.
So you shouldn't.
Wait, Melody's around here somewhere. The fourth best.
Okay, would you stop pandering and just get on with it? Golly.
The worst.
The worst top 100 of all
Another top 100. All right, guys. Today we're doing 20 through 11.
20 to 11.
That's right.
We'll see now how many of these top tens I guessed have been
Poor
tossed up.
number 11.
I'm down to getting.
Just missed it.
No, come on now. 11's rocking.
I'm down to 8 left.
Okay, Tom, just so you know, is trying to guess my top 10. You've already crossed out 2 that I've previously mentioned.
Well, actually, one may not be crossed off. We'll see. But I said Alhambra, and that was in your last top 10.
Okay, all right. So here we go. Let's kick it off. Let's get through these. Number 20 for me is Race for the Galaxy.
Oh.
Race for the Galaxy.
Wow.
Sans the expansions, except maybe the first one. Because all the other ones got progressively worse and worse and more complex and jankier and more weird.
Don't be so shy about it. The expansions are not that. Well, actually, I like the extra cards.
Extra cards are great, but then they added that weird purple symbols with the burst and the rules for fighting. You might fight once every 112 games.
And fighting simply means take someone else's card.
It's like 3 pages of rules for that.
The sphere of stupidity, whatever that was.
Yeah, that last one. I haven't even touched that.
Oh my
No, I'm good. Anyway, but Race for the Galaxy, the original game, the first expansion thrown in there, is a great game. Obviously came out of Puerto Rico and those ideas that it used. San Juan, which Tom Lehman had a hand in helping design that mechanism where your cards are both a card and money. You throw away the cards to pay for other cards. Obviously with a sci-fi theme, so right there I like it more than San Juan, which I really like. And it was meatier, it was still quick, it had a lot going on, and it just works. It's a great resource management game, but with cards. And that's pretty much it. And it's just fantabulous. And some people have heard recently, actually, I think was it the Secret Cabal guys who were talking about how they didn't get it or didn't like it. You guys are wrong. Wrong!
Yeah!
20, Race for the Galaxy. No, we're cool.
Secret Cabal. I got you.
Punch to the throat imminent.
No.
Number 19. Number 19 for me is Jambo, or Asante, which is sort of a sequel, pseudo third expansion.
It's Jumbo 2.0.
Yeah,
basically.
kind of, but you could add it in. The cards were all different, so whatever floats your boat. But anyway, Jambo is a game that's been around for quite a while now, a Rudiger Dorn game. 2 players, very cool. Again, a card game, which I love card games. But it's got stuff going on. Lots of cards with powers, lots of combos. Trying to make a profit by buying items, goods cheaply and selling them back just to, get 1 or 2 more bucks out of it. And if you do that enough times, you will beat the other guy. And of course, cards on top of that just devastate the other guy too, which is the fun of it. But I think the game is brilliant. It looks great. It's got an interesting original theme that doesn't get overplayed. Quick, it's about 40 minutes or so. I love it. I think it's one of my favorite 2-player games. I don't think it gets enough credit these days. If you're into card games for 2 and you want a lot of stuff going on, check it out if you've not played it. Jambo. Tom, I think he likes it.
Yeah, I really like it. I couldn't tell you if I like Jumbo or Asante better. I could play either one. I just put them both in the same box.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. Have you played it?
I have.
Do you like it? Is it not one of your favorite Cosmos two-player games?
Negative.
I know you like some of those games in that line.
I do.
That one doesn't do it for you.
Nope.
So, Jambo, check it out. Okay, 18. Sam's gonna back me up on this one. 18 is Mission Red Planet.
Yeah.
Mission Red Planet is an awesome sci-fi game which uses the character mechanism from Citadels a little bit, though in that game, Citadels, there is one single set of character powers, and in Mission Red Planet, everybody has their own set of characters, and you will run them out. So once you play one, you do not get to use it again until you use one character, fairly weak character, to actually take them all back. Besides that mechanism, you are sending your astronauts, or whatever they are, I don't know, spacewalkers. You're putting them on rockets. It's a very steampunk theme. And you're launching them to Mars, and they are colonizing Mars, moving around, controlling areas, area control on Mars. But then with all this character power stuff going on, and the characters are very well done, great artwork, lots of interaction. I just love it. It's one of my favorite sci-fi games, one of my favorite area control games, one of my favorite character power games. It just knocks everything out of the park.
I'm really pumped about the reprint of this. I know they're revamping it. He said they're keeping the character part very similar, but they're changing the Mars part some.
Wow.
Not as much. They're doing something with the cards. The cards were maybe the weakest part of the game.
Yeah, the cards were strange, where you had cards that you would pull from a deck and then assign them to areas on Mars. Yeah, and those sometimes you just got hosed. You didn't know what was going to happen. So yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a great revision.
Yeah, it's coming from Fantasy Flight, so that's exciting.
Yeah, that's
solid game. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait. That's going to be amazing. You need to go get that as soon as it comes out.
We didn't ask about that. We should have.
That's 18. 17. I'm going to get flack for. So let's do this quick. This is a game I've been enamored with for a long, long time. I've always had a soft spot in my heart for it, and that's Compatibility. Compatibility is a party game in which you play in teams of two, and you have a deck of cards which has drawings, pictures, words, colors, whatever.
Wait, what number is this?
This is 17.
I like Compatibility. 17?
This used to be my top 10. I'm feeling good. I'm okay.
Yeah, you're a little warm.
I am?
You might.
Because I'm getting hot talking about compatibility.
I think you might be a little feverish there.
I used to have this game, actually it might still be, rated a 10. And it used to be in my top 10 games.
Wow.
This falls for you clearly in the strong stuff category, Tom. It's okay. I know you hate it.
No, I like Compatibility.
Okay, I know you like it, but you're freaking out that it's so close to the top.
No, that's just really powerful. I mean, I think Compatibility would be really cool if they updated it with maybe pictures that weren't from the 70s and 80s, you know?
Doesn't really matter.
Or even if they had more. I thought there was like, some of the pictures are overlapped. It could have been better designed, I thought.
Yeah, but that's kind of the hard part is, okay, these two pictures make me think of the same thing.
Oh,
which
I know
one?
The problem is the board is really poorly done.
You mean that the number
if
of
you're
cards?
on one spot, you got to match 3, then the next one's 4, then the next one's 2.
It's a throwback. It's a throwback to
weird.
old, like, roll and move, and if you land on a bad spot,
I say you chuck the board, you chuck the game, and just play Compatibility and score.
You can do that too. I like the whole thing. I get what
17 is really high.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love the game. I think it's just if I play with couples and they're not gamers, they just want to play something because we just had dinner and we want to play a game. This game does that about as perfectly as I can think of. So Compatibility for me is, for what it attempts to do, about a near perfect game. So 17, Compatibility.
I think I can safely say at this point that I'm not going to be correct in my earlier assumption that you were going to have 15 cooperative games or so on the list, because that would require almost all the rest to be cooperative games.
How many have I done? Maybe 4?
Yeah,
5?
maybe 4.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not going to
No, you're not going to be right. I'm curious how many of my top 10 you're going to get. All right.
I know I have 3. Okay? I know
you have
3.
1, obviously. Yeah, 3 sounds like a very safe bet.
All
right, my number 16 is the sequel to 51st State, The New Era. And I've talked about it quite a bit. I really like it. It's sort of in the same vein as the other heavy card management games, Glory to Rome, Race for the Galaxy. It's that kind of thing. Cards, but a lot going on with cards.
So where are you feeling now with Imperial Settlers as a... Okay, never mind. I couldn't remember when you made the list.
Hold on, we'll talk about that. This is a great game. Again, if you like heavy card games that take a good hour and a half, have a lot going on, force you to min-max goods that you collect here and then turn into points for here. I know that sounds like something I would never say, but the game has an awesome theme and just does it really, really well. I think it's one of my favorite games. It's brilliant. I love it. It's just hard to teach.
I think you like that universe too.
I like the post-apocalyptic thing. Yeah, the game is hard to teach. That's one rough spot with it.
It's the same universe as Hiroshima had.
Right.
Oh, I knew
So
that
16, the new era. Number 15. You're also going to be surprised. This is so high. I think, though you knew I liked it. This is Targi. Targi is a 2-player game.
Wow, that is really high.
Sam's like, oh.
Wait, have you played it?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I think you would like this one actually, Sam.
I don't know. I've never played it. So
It's
it's
I
a
think
fairly
he
new
won't.
game, isn't it?
I think he won't like it. It's a fairly new
It's
reprint.
a worker placement.
Reprint. Okay.
Wait, you said that Pillars of the Earth was your favorite worker placement. This is higher.
And it's a worker placement game.
Technically, it's a worker placement game.
Policy!
Yeah,
Policy!
It's a 2-player worker placement game, though.
Yeah.
Still a worker placement game.
It is. You're right. But yeah, I think of the other game because it's such a big game. That's like a worker placement. This is
I gotcha.
a quick 2-player game with, yes, worker placement.
Gotcha.
But, man, what a brilliant game. Completely Euro. It's Euro through and through. But, man, is it clean and clever. And
Thomas turned his back on you.
he's like,
I'm trying to see if it's on my...
for shame.
I'm trying to see if it's on my shelf.
You had it. I thought you had
I
it.
kept it. I really like it. He has won me over on this game.
Yeah, this is one that I think I told you, hey, go check it out. And at some point you played it and you liked it too.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's just great. There's not a whole lot else to say about it. Go check it out if you like 2-player games, especially if you like Euros and 2-player games. This is made for you. Besides all the other 2-player games I've talked about previously, most of them are abstracts or card-driven stuff, like Jambo, stuff like that, where it's a lot
almost feels like a board game.
This is like, it feels like a board game, and it feels really Euro. I mean, resource management, that kind of tableau building, that kind of stuff.
I still think Sam would like it, but we'll see.
Targi, number 15. My number 14, oh boy, here we go. This is Factory Fun. One of the top 10 essential games that everybody should have.
Sorry.
If you don't own Factory Fun,
You are a smart individual if you never waste your money on that.
No, I like the game. I don't think it's essential though. You gotta admit this
That
is
is a
kind of
niche game.
This is kind of
To
niche.
the max.
if you like puzzle games, then it's essential.
Here's the deal.
If you like giving yourself a migraine,
Then it's essential.
I still think
an hour.
Sam is consistent. He doesn't like Factory Fun. He doesn't like Galaxy Trucker. I can't see how you can like one and not the other.
Again, it's that thing, the same reason I like Steam Park. The whole game's not like, it's like one tile. You
go again?
You grab one tile.
Do it!
Jeff, do it again.
And what's going on? What? I think do I have a GIF coming?
I hope so.
All right. I like it because I don't know. It's not a puzzle you build and then random stuff wrecks it for you. You know what I mean? That's Galaxy Trucker. This is a puzzle.
It's a puzzle. I think it can be frustrating because you're sitting there going, that's the tile, and the other guy grabs it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, and then you play the next one, and you're like, oh, I could use that. And they take it.
You're bad at the game. I think that's not the game's fault.
A throat punch.
A throat punch to the guy who brought the game. That's probably me.
Zee likes this because he beats everybody at it.
I actually kind of do.
Yeah.
But no, I just think it's brilliant. I think it's unique. It's very clever. I just like it. I just really am enamored with the game. I played it the first time I played it. I actually didn't think I was going to think too much of it. And I played it and I was like, wow, this game is really cool. What a strange puzzle, cool, clever game.
Doesn't it also have a time? Yeah, the time management is taking the card, right?
Yeah, right. But they do tell you, don't confuse being quick with just being, hasty. Don't just be like, boom, and grab one, because that's worse. You need to make sure that you can use the tile you take. Anyway, 14. If it sounds remotely interesting, take a look at it. It's very unique, very weird game.
Try it before you buy it.
Try it, yeah, try it. But I think it's brilliant. I think people out there who like puzzles would like this game. All right, my number 13 is a party game.
Surprisingly.
It's very high for a party game. What do you think it would be, Sam? What do you think would be my favorite party game?
Favorite party game?
It's not Time's Up, because
No, because you already got rid of Dixit, and you did Telestrations, and you did
compatibility,
which didn't make any sense. What other
party game?
It's an old classic. It's kind of a standby.
It can't be apples to apples.
No, it is Beyond Balderdash.
Okay, I approve highly of that.
Balderdash, or Beyond Balderdash, which is the one I have, the one I've played the snot out of, is just a box of laughs.
Yeah.
And
I have it, but I have just the box of cards.
yeah, no, I still have the whole thing with the board, which is kind of sort of silly. Whatever. We never typically even end the game because everybody's sort of thrown on the floor laughing at that point, and you just stop playing. I can't remember the last time I played this game and didn't have like a massive headache by the end of it from just laughing stupidly.
If we do another 24-hour thing, if we'll do one of these in
When?
Whoa, 12 hours. Beyond Balderdash, you probably heard of it. It's available, or Balderdash is anyway. Just great. It's like the dictionary game, right? But it has not just words, but dates and movie. You're supposed to say what the theme was. Very silly. Very, very fun. Number 12 is Imperial Settlers.
Wow, the game's like only a month old or 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really high. You like it that much?
I do. Well, again, right? I mean, it's an
right.
evolution of 51st State. It's an evolution of the new era. And yes, part of it might be because, hey, it's shiny and new, and it might settle to where the new era is, maybe even below. But you know what? There's things I know I like more about the other game. The theme, for sure, I like more in the other game. But this game, the production is amazing. Okay, all the bits are way better than the other game.
I think it's easier to understand,
It's
too.
easier to understand. It's considerably easier to teach. It's a shorter game. The theme will be more appealing to more people, though, yes, I like the other theme better myself. So it just gets more table time. I can actually pull that game out. The other game is like, hey, you guys want to play this really strange game that's going to take me like 20 minutes to teach, and it's going to go over your heads anyway, and then I'm going to have to teach it again. Because it's symbols, and everything has symbols, and it's, whoa. I love it, but man, is it a beast. And this does away with just about all of that, and it is clean while still being a beauty of design, and I love it. Imperial Settlers, like Tom says, just came out. We played it a few times a little earlier than it actually hit the street, because we played a Dice Tower Con, and I just fell in love with it. That's my number 12. And number 11, hey, look at that, another party game. What's going on? Tom, Sam, help me. Tom, punch Sam.
I'm about to rush you to the hospital. Is what I'm about to do.
It can't be attribute. It can't be faces, because you don't love that as much as
Faces could be played right here, right now.
Wow. Thanks.
All the faces you're making,
Yeah,
they're all like,
They're all
I want to punch a thing.
25 words or less now.
This is actually one we did play at the 24-hour live thing.
Oh, the
Correct.
Coyote?
Powwow.
Yeah.
Which is my version.
No!
Yes!
Okay, but you have to admit, of the whole 24 hours, that was the most boring thing we did to watch.
Well, to watch.
Oh, I didn't watch any of
Playing the
it.
game is a lot different than watching the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we were playing it near the end of the 24 hours, so we were just
we
kind
were
of like...
we were all kind of half dead.
4. Anyway, again, this is one of those games that has never gone over badly. When I bring it out, I teach it. People love it. It's a good party game, good for a group of folks that are not gamers.
No.
Tom, you said that this is really good for middle school, right?
Probably that too.
I brought it to middle school, and I could not get them to bid properly. I say, okay, now you should always start with 1. And they'd be like, 1. Next would be like,
22.
24. And the next one would be like, I call it. And it would happen every time. I couldn't get them
it
to...
never goes around, huh? again, this one does not fail for me. I think it's kind of hard to find these days. I don't know if there is one of the versions that is.
Coyote is out in Europe, at least, from Gigamic or Gigamic, or however you
I
pronounce
know
it.
Powwow is the version I have. It is hard to get. But again, it's been printed a few times, and it's sort of Indian poker. But I love it. It never has led me astray, and I'm keeping that game forever and ever. So there you have it. My 20 through 11.
So I still could get the 8 of the top 10. I feel
Right.
it. I feel it.
Oh, I'm excited.
I think I'll get 4.
All right, guys.
now.
Thank you for tuning in. I will see you at the last 10.
Top 100 games.
Lice shower.
Zee Garcia, voice of the people.